You are going to get emotional in the stock market. You're going to FOMO into stocks that you shouldn't FOMO into. You're going to panic sell out of stocks that you shouldn't panic sell out of. And you are never, ever going to get ahead in life. You're probably never going to retire from your day job. And you're probably never going to achieve true financial freedom. If you want to stick around until the end of the video, if you have a 10-minute attention span, you should go do that. You're going to learn a lot in this video. But if you don't stick around and you just go swipe over to the next video, that's fine. But if you lose money in the market, if you don't scale to millions of dollars, it's going to be on you. It's not my fault. It's going to be your fault. So I was just talking about this the other day with people in my Discord and people on X, and I recently sold put options on AMD. And this video is not here to explain to you what selling put options are, but essentially when I sell put options, I get to collect cash flow up front, and it's a bullish play. I'm thinking that the stock is going to go up, the stock of AMD. So when I sold these put options, AMD was beat down in price and it was red on the day that I sold the put options. But now the day that I'm recording this video, AMD is up 10%. And you would be so surprised how when I sold put options on AMD the day that it was red, nobody was jumping out of their boots to go sell put options when the stock was red, because the typical emotional retail trader is going to say, well, it's red today, it's probably going to go red tomorrow, and it's probably going to keep going red going forward. There's a lot of negative news. We have this chip stuff going on. We have Trump. We have this potential Israel-Iran war. We have oil prices shooting up. We have a lot of negative stuff going on right now. The mainstream media told us not to buy. Jim Cramer told me not to buy. All this stuff is in your head on red days. But what did I do? I sold put options on AMD. The stock went up 10% today. I'm printing money like crazy. We're doing very, very well. But the point I'm getting at is this. Today, AMD went up 10%, like I just said. I can't tell you how many DMs I got from you guys saying, is it too late to sell put options on AMD? Is it too late to buy calls? Is it too late to buy shares? What do I do? How many put options should I sell? What strike price? What expiration date? And I'm saying, why didn't you want to sell put options last week when AMD was over 10% cheaper? Why did you not want to do it then? Oh, well, there's a lot of bad stuff going on, and, today the stock's up, and I just feel like it's not going to be as big of a deal anymore. And I sit there and say, dude, there's nothing different today. Today's a Monday versus Friday in AMD. The fundamental value of that company did not switch 10% in 2 days. It didn't. Do you think they're making 10% more revenue in 2 days, 10% more profits, 10% more chips being sold? The answer is no. You were just being an emotional investor, a dumb investor, and you did not get in when people are freaking out and people are being nervous. That is the time to be bullish. Not right now when the stock is up 10% and everybody just wants to FOMO in because you think it's just going to keep going up. And on top of that, in my Discord, I do a bunch of breakdowns on various different companies, and people say, hey, can you go do a breakdown on Celsius or go do a breakdown on HIMS or whatever stock you want to do it on? And I say, sure, I do dozens of breakdowns every single week in there, and I love doing it. But the first thing I do is I go look at the stock price, and it's usually up like 25% in a week minimum. And then I go to that person, and I'm not talking crap. I'm just saying, hey, what's your thesis on this stock? Why do you want me to look into this company and give you my breakdown on it? And they say, well, the share price was just going up. And the first thing I say to them was, you probably didn't finish my course, which is free right now, by the way, because if they did finish it, you wouldn't be asking me these stupid questions of, I want to buy into this company only because the share price is going up. So this happens exactly to fall in line with what just happened with AMD. When the share price was falling, nobody was bullish. I was bullish and a few people were, but the majority of people were not bullish. And now that AMD is going up in price 10% in 1 day, you guys are now bullish because you're getting FOMO and you're chasing the stock higher, and you just don't want to miss out. And this sets up perfectly for what the typical retail trader does. You buy high because there's hype, there's FOMO, you buy in, then the stock corrects lower, and you get smoked. So at the time of recording this video, the market was up on a day, but after hours, Trump is reportedly in the Situation Room. They're apparently going to go bomb Iran, and whatever they're going to do. But AMD went down on Friday, up 10% today, and now it's down after hours. Is the true fundamental business actually fluctuating by this much on a daily basis? If we go to war with Iran, is the fundamental value of AMD going to go down? The answer is no. Therefore, why are you reading what those people say on YouTube? Why are you reading what those people say on X? Why are you reading what they say on Instagram? Why are you reading the news articles from CNN, CNBC, and Fox News? Use your head, do your own research, and understand, Is this truly going to affect the company? If it is, then maybe you should not buy the shares. But if it isn't, which it probably is not going to, maybe you should buy when people are fearful. This is how you capitalize, and this is how you make money in the stock market. And one of the best investors of all time, and you guys go talk crap on Warren Buffett as much as you want to do, but understand this logic from him. He had a famous investor who was his teacher when he was back in college, and his name was Benjamin Graham. Let me just tell you this story real quick. So Benjamin Graham, in his book called The Intelligent Investor, which I recommend you guys all go read, he talks about this fictional character called Mr. Market. And Mr. Market is this manic, depressive, emotional, pessimistic, optimistic person that comes and knocks on your front door every single day. And they say, hey, Apple price is $120 a share right now. Do you want to buy it? And the person who answers the front door, which is us as investors, we say, oh my God, Apple was $150 a share yesterday. Why are you offering it to me at $120 a share right now? So what the typical person's going to do when they answer their front door is they're going to say, oh my God, I don't want to buy Apple from you. I want to sell my shares of Apple to you because now you're offering me Apple at 120 when it was just at 150. It's like, oh my God, there has to be something wrong with the company. iPhones are not going to get sold anymore. The iPhones are going to blow up. The iPhones are terrible. Whatever it is, take my shares as fast as you can. And while you're at it, I want to buy put options from you. That is what the typical emotional investor is going to do. Now remember, I told you that Mr. Market, he's overly optimistic. He's overly pessimistic. He's manic. He's depressive, he's emotional. He does not know how to value a stock. He's just giving you the price of a stock at that moment in time where it's like times 100 of whatever the emotional aspect of that stock is. So if there's bad news, it's like 10x bad news. And if there's good news, it's like 10x good news. And this is exactly how the stock market gets priced right now. The stock market is just a collection of emotional investors trying to figure out, is the stock worth what it is right now? And if it's not, we're going to sell. And if it is, we should buy. And they take all this news every single day that they just sit there and watch on CNBC all day. Hedge funds do this, financial advisors do this, all the pro experts do this. They sit there and they read the headlines all day long and they say, oh my God, this looks bad. I'm going to sell everything. But the market typically has a skew to be overly reactive to pretty much every single news headline. Bad news, the stock market swings way down. Good news, the stock market swings way up. But the key that most people don't understand here is that we could use this to our advantage. We could use this to capitalize. We could use this to make money. When Mr. Market comes and knocks on our front door and says, hey, Apple was $150 a share yesterday, but now it's $200 a share. What do you want to do? The typical retail investor is going to say, I want to buy it at $200 a share because tomorrow I think you're going to offer it to me at $250 and I'm going to make a lot of money if it keeps going up. You're going to get emotional and you're going to FOMO and you're going to lose money. But the smart investors, they say, Apple was 150, now it's 200. The underlying business didn't really change in value. How about I just sell you my shares for $200 a share because they're not actually worth that. You're just being too optimistic. So here, just take these shares off my hand. I'll buy them back lower when they're cheaper. That is what a smart investor is going to do. Now, if Mr. Market comes and knocks on your front door again and he says, hey, Apple's 150 right now, but actually I'm going to drop it down to $100 a share for you right now. Do you want to buy it for $100 a share? The typical emotional investor is going to say, I don't want it. I'm going to sell my shares. I'm going to buy put options, whatever it may be. But smart investors, and if you're watching this YouTube video, I like to think that you're a smart investor if you made it this far. The smart investor is going to say, there's too much emotion in the market right now. There's too much negative downward pressure on the market. And I think it's overblown. It's blown out of proportion. The company's fundamentals look good. The valuation looks good. It's just a high quality company that's a little bit beat up in price. So the smart investor is going to say, I'll buy your shares from you and maybe I'll sell put options and maybe I'll even buy call options and maybe I'll use my shares as collateral to sell puts, take the premium from the sold puts and go buy call options to capitalize 3 times on the upside move that's probably going to come, which usually that's what happens if you do it the right way. Most people, they're not going to do it the right way. They're going to get emotional. They're going to think that AMD is worth 10% more than it was yesterday, and they're going to buy in the stock when it's much higher, much more expensive. And then when AMD corrects a little bit lower, which it's going to probably do, they're going to get smoked on that downswing, and they're going to buy high, and they're going to sell low time and time and time again. This is why most retail investors never make it, because there's too much news out there. There's too much information out there, and I get it. If you're a new investor and you don't do your research, you don't know who to trust, you don't know what information to listen to, you don't know where to just look, you're just confused, and I get it. Like when I was starting out investing, I just remember going on YouTube and just consuming every single video I possibly could about how to make money in the stock market. And I know you're in the shoes. You're watching this video right now, trying to figure out how to make money in the market. And of course, like, I'm here to make money too. And you're like, well, Brandon's saying this guy's saying this, and this guy's saying this, and this chick is saying this. You don't know who to trust. You don't know who to listen to. And I get it. So here's my advice to you. I've been doing this for 10 years. I made a lot of mistakes. I lost a lot of money, and I made a lot of money too. I scaled to a couple $1,000,000. I make thousands every single month with stock options. The key is this. I'm a big fan of asking the same question to 10 different people. Then once you do your own research and you listen to the 10 different answers you get, figure out what you think is the best answer from all that, and then make your own best decision based on that. So when you learn from me and you learn from my YouTube videos and you learn from my course in my Discord, which is free, by the way, link below, you are going to learn the decades of experience that I have learning the hard way, lost money, lost time, all that bad stuff. You're going to learn how I capitalize after being through all those trials and tribulations, all the blood, sweat, and tears, because I'm sick and tired of people losing money in the stock market, getting smoked, listening to bad news, listening to people that don't even have $1 million. Like, if you don't have $1 million, you should not be giving financial advice, because if you're so good, where's your $1 million? Like, there's so many YouTube channels out there, and it blows my mind and it makes me so angry, because it's like, that's kind of like why I'm making this video right now. There's so much bad information out there. And if you don't have $1 million, you are not worth our time. But the thing about YouTube is this. They push videos that have really good hooks, and they rehook you in and keep trying to get you to watch for the good average view duration, good thumbnails, good titles, whatever it may be. I just make videos to try to give value and show you guys how to really make money in the stock market. I don't care if these videos get views, because if there's just one person that this video helped out to help them scale to true financial freedom and not make the common mistakes that most people make, it's fine. I don't need this YouTube channel. I don't need my course. I don't need my Discord. I make millions of dollars on my own besides this stuff. And I'm not doing this to brag. I'm just doing this to show you that I'm here because I want to be here, and I truly want to help you guys doing it. So again, I'm going to wrap up this video here. I'm done ranting. If you want to learn my exact system that scale me to millions and hundreds of other people just like you to millions of dollars, click the link below, 100% free, and I'll see you guys there.